So there's going to be a few of you guys that will most likely experience, well, I think everybody experiences this, and it's more common when you guys are fully retaining and gone like on some long streaks. Probably not even some long streaks, probably like a week, because we do, however, live in a hyper over sexualized world. I wouldn't say just society, just a world in and of itself. Like, just wow. It's insane. Now that you got the phones and the easy access to Pornhub or the OnlyFans or or just hookup culture, you know what I'm saying? You most likely just retaining your seed, you know, again, in a week or in a couple of months, you may receive some sort of like hate by people. You will be like outcasted, as you saw in the thumbnail, like the rap group Outcast, as you see in the thumbnail. You will be that, an outcast, you know what I mean? Not by everybody. Some will show you love, and majority of the time you get love, but there'll be some that just, when I say hate, they won't go up to you and just tell you, oh, I hate you, but they might give you, like, in a sense, the cold shoulder, might say something smart about you, might be jealous of you, because as you're retaining, well, for various reasons, I think when you retain, again, you're offending those who are over sexualized, those kind of people. But maybe it's just the way you carry yourself. Some of you guys are into fitness and you guys are in great shape. Some of you guys are just loaded with charisma. Semen retention will definitely help you out with that. You're a great conversationalist, your mannerisms, just everything. And, it could be that. They could just be jealous of that. It's various reasons why. I think that's why the hate is just that. But the one that or you give off just a lot of testosterone and they're just, they got low vibrational levels of testosterone. So like, but I think the main reason is because, you're standing out differently because you're not, what's it called? You're retaining. You're not giving into hookup culture or watching prawn or beating off or having sex or ejaculating. You know what I mean? You're really retaining. You're fully retaining. So I think that just kind of throws them off a bit. You know what I mean? Yeah, but it's usually just jealousy. You know what I mean? It's usually just that or jealousy. You know what I mean? So those are the two things I can only think of at the top of my head of why you receive that kind of like hatred or that kind of treatment. Or that intimidation, you're just gonna rub certain people the wrong way, you know what I mean? I could tell you guys a story. I remember when I was like my full retention, I have like a full, like I was retaining for like I think a good like 6 months, and I think it was around 6 months or 5 months. I'm not so sure. I don't count the days, guys. So, but I remember I want to go work with this one guy, and the whole time he was just giving me an attitude, talking to me. It's like I couldn't talk around this guy. You know what I'm saying? Because he'd question me or have a problem with whatever I have to say, and just being smart. You know what I'm saying? And then this dude's already old, you know what I'm saying? And he is over hyperly, just sexualized. I noticed that about him because we've had conversations and which I shouldn't have told him about how I used to fap, and like he didn't see it as a normal thing. And I told him I was exposed to prawn at the age of 4 or 5. And he said, well, that's normal, that's normal, you know what I mean? So it's dead obvious right there. He just gave himself out of how over sexualized he is. And he's always trying to get females' numbers. He always brags to me about like how many females he was sleeping with and how many females he was smashing with. And yeah, notice every time I'd bump into this guy at this job that I was working, that I used to work at, he would just, I don't know, man. He just, my vibe and my energy was getting stronger and stronger, and it was obviously intimidating his, you know what I'm saying? So, you guys, honestly, just for future references, I would say that just don't tell anybody you're on SR. Don't tell, nobody, because then it's just, they're not going to get it, but you know what I'm saying? But also, like, the same guy was just overly, hyperly just sexualized, and still like he's at the age of like 56, you know what I'm saying, and still just, talking about this one girl he's had sex with, talking about like his high level of body counts. I'm like, man, bro, like, geez, just spewing out your seed, you know what I'm saying? And it's kind of sad because he has a good talent, like an art talent. He knows how to paint really, really, really massively good. Like, he's really good at it. And he could have gone somewhere with this talent, but it's like, he's divorced. He's he has a baby mama and things like that. And I just feel like and he's always talking about, sex. It's like literally that's all he ever talks about. Always checking out a girl. Oh, look. You know what I mean? And sorry. And he was trying to get me to, like, I remember one time he told me, man, you're a really good looking guy. Why don't you get yourself a sugar mama or something like that and just smash her and just da 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 da. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like it was him and this other chick he used to talk to. And he told me that they were hooking up or whatever, and they're both trying to get me to go, try to, they kept pushing me like, oh, you know what I'm saying, that I should try to get at a girl or anything like that. I was like, nah, man, I gotta retain my seed, you know what I'm saying? And I didn't tell him necessarily that, but this is how just over sexualized certain people are, to the point to where they want to push you to do it, you know what I mean? And it's just society, literally. But yeah, sorry, a little bit off topic. But yeah, the same guy, yeah, it was just a lot of just hate and stuff like that. And I contradicted. I mean, it's just, I don't want to talk too much bad about this guy. We ended up being cool, but it was just like, I could just see, like, me building up and, I don't know, man. It's just, he would say little smart remarks about me, or, always just, man. I'm going to fully retain. And also, not only that, I'm a follower of Christ. I'm nothing like this guy. I'm not nothing like any of these people. And that's another thing too. If you're fully retaining your seed and following Christ, you for real are going to be outcasted. I'm sorry, guys. It's just the way it is. You know what I'm saying? Outcasted even more than the normal person, that, in my belief, more than the person who just practiced semen retention just for himself. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's one of the things. You're just not going to be liked by that many people. It's half and half. Half the other people will like you and love you and want to be around you, but there's some that just, they have no desire to be around you. They may say things about you. They may, like what I experienced. And yeah, no, this world's just too over hyperly sexualized. You know what I mean? But yeah. That's just one of the things I had to deal with. And it was mainly with guys that I dealt, hatred with also, what I dealt with this, so-called hate with, But just stay strong, guys. You ain't got to explain yourself to demons, guys. You really don't have to, man. Just, stay strong if you guys are in the workplace. If not, or if you're just, like in the gym, there's this guy who's like, he's really like fit, you know what I'm saying? And really stocky, but I don't know, we just don't talk. I don't know. It's just like, I don't know if I rub him the wrong way. I don't know what he's doing personally in his life, but it's like, I don't know. I did overhear him, though, about talking about astrology signs or something like that. I was like, okay, yeah, maybe it's for the best. Because the one thing I've noticed and I've experienced, guys who believe, if you're on SR and you're dealing with people that believe in those astrology signs, boy, they are going to give you that hate. They're going to, I don't know why. They're going to give you that hate, especially if you are an SR following Christ. And yeah, they're gonna give you that hate. Trust me, they are. So I would just say, like, just just be strong, be courageous, and just pray. But that's why I can't work in the workplace, because I'm dealing with these people. I can't work the 9-to-5 world. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But anyhow, guys. Yeah, this is Caleb, and I'm out. Peace.